Hey guys, welcome back to another flashlight comparison video. So today we're going to be comparing the Sofirn IF24 to the IF24 Pro, and the main differences that you get with the Pro version and the normal IF24 version is, well, firstly, the LEDs. So you can see it's very difficult to kind of make out here on the camera, but the left here you've got the SST40. It is just a normal domed LED. It produces a ton of light, 2000 lumens, whereas on the right, you've got an SFT40, which is a de-domed LED and basically is optimized for long distance, long range performance. Now, the IF24 still throws over 200 meters, which is pretty impressive. But, you know, for this one here on the right, 348 meters of throw is pretty impressive for the Pro version. Of course, another big difference with the IF24 Pro is that you get a buck driver, regulated drive in here. So what that means for those of you who are not so familiar with flashlights is that as the battery depletes and the voltage of that battery drops, the light output is still going to remain constant. So with an unregulated driver, an unregulated flashlight like the IF24 that has an FET driver, as that battery voltage drops, the light output will drop in the same manner, okay? So those are the big differences. If you look at the pretty much the style, the construction, everything else in the flashlight is pretty much exactly the same. Okay, the IF24 Pro does come with a slight premium just due to these additional features, components, electronic components that you get with it. Okay, but in my opinion, you know, if you don't care about the slightly increased brightness of the IF24, I definitely get the IF24 Pro. I'm biased because, you know, I really like the additional long range performance, the fact that it's got that buck driver as well. So you know that whatever the output is, especially when it steps down, you know, it's just going to hold that output. It's not going to slowly dim and confuse you or cause any issues afterwards. But, you know, I do get that there are people that are using a flashlight just for general purposes around the house, just for odd jobs here and there, and you don't really care too much if it does drop in brightness. So in that case, the IF24 might be a better option for you. But I'm going to do a beam shot test now, and let's see how they both perform together. All right, I've got the IF24 to the left and the IF24 Pro to the right. And basically, these are both on the high mode, and you can already see the IF24 Pro, due to the SFT40, has significantly improved long-range performance, and the beam looks a little bit warmer as well when compared to the IF24. IF24 seems to have a much larger hotspot, but more diffused light, so it's, you know, trying to hit those details of that tree out the back, those trees out the back, is very difficult with the IF24. With the IF24 Pro, it's able to illuminate some of the details of those trees. Okay, now let's go on to turbo. Okay, turbo for both, and IF24 and IF24 Pro. So you can already see the big difference between the IF24 and the IF24 Pro. That long range performance, that IF24 Pro again is the winner out of the two. I'm going to just hold these two side by side and just see what happens as time goes by, whether after the step down, which should be coming pretty soon, what both of these lights look like side by side. So again, to the left it's the IF24, and on the right, IF24 Pro. And looks like after step down, okay, you can see both of the hotspots on the ground, and the IF24 Pro to the right has a brighter hotspot. Okay, obviously that's due in part to the SFT40. but it is managing to reach right to the end still, whereas the IF24 is not able to do that. So if you do need that long-range performance, sustained output, I really think the Pro version is a great choice. Otherwise, if you don't need that, the IF24 is still a perfectly good option. Produces a floodier beam as well, if that's something that you prefer. But for me, I think I will go for the IF24 Pro, just due to that buck driver as well in there, plus the SFT40 throwy LED. For me, that seals, both of those things just seals the deal.